What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but it's good to be back. Hopefully I can start posting more regularly. So today I'm just going to be doing a simulation session, probably on GJ or maybe gold, we'll see. How I've been trading recently is similar to wicks don't lie, using breakouts, but really it's just a culmination of everything I've learned in my trading journey so far. So I want to quickly outline how I'm going to be trading, and then we'll get into it. So what I found over the years is that the market has a very distinct pattern which it repeats every single day on every single time frame, okay? And no matter what strategy you trade, whether it's break and retest, breakouts, smart money, whatever, the same pattern emerges over and over and over again. Okay, so I want to outline that and show you guys so you actually understand why I'm trading the way that I am and how you can use it in your own trading system. Doesn't mean you have to trade, in this specific way, but I think understanding this will be very beneficial for your trading. So what I've realized is that the market obviously has a push phase. Okay. Hold on. Let me just fix this so I'm not taking up the entire screen. Right. So the market has a push phase. Okay. And then it tends to retrace. Okay. Not always, but most of the time it retraces. And when it retraces, it usually has a little bit of a consolidation, okay, and doesn't have to happen. But before it pushes up, it has a little bit of a further push down, okay, and then it continues bullish, okay, to the new highs, okay. It could look something like this, where it just goes like this, okay, same thing, okay. Now, what I want to outline here is that this pattern works with every single strategy. Maybe not all of them, but most strategies you'll see this pattern is seen, and your strategy is simply just your way of understanding this pattern, okay? Because it happens over and over again. So let's say you're trading break and retest, okay? This is a key level, okay? Pardon me, this is the key level. Price breaks out, okay, creates a new high, higher high, comes back, retest, then continues bullish, okay, break and retest, okay. If you're trading smart money, okay, price breaks out, creates a higher high, forms support, comes down, grabs liquidity, and then pushes bullish, okay. Chances are, if you're trading Fibonacci, if you draw from here to here, this is going to be your key Fibonacci level, okay. Now, how I've been trading is just seeing this pattern on different time frames, okay. So let's imagine that we have a level here, okay, and let's say that these patterns are seen on the 5 minute, okay. So 5 minute are these patterns, okay. So how is the higher time frames going to look? How's the 30-minute or the hourly going to look? Okay, so let's have a look here. If we say this is the 30-minute or hourly, okay, and this could be any time frame as well, it's going to look like this, okay. Price is going to open here. It's going to push, create that high that we see to the left. Maybe it comes down a bit before closing, okay, and it's obviously going to have a wick, okay, which is going to be the creation of that high or that low, okay. So we can see this wick represents this high, okay, and the closure is closing somewhere in here, okay. So right now we're sitting at around here, okay. So price is pushed, come down, and it's closed somewhere over here, okay, to form this candle. What's the next candle going to do? Okay, the next candle is going to come down to create a bottom wick, which represents this retest over here, okay. Then if the conditions are right, it's going to flip, turn bullish to make that high, okay. And your next candle is going to look something like this, okay? And the bottom wick is going to be like this. So although on the 30-minute or the 1 hour, this may just look like a breakout, okay, really all we're doing is trying to identify this pattern on different time frames, okay? And this pattern could be on the 4 hour, okay? And this could be on the 1 hour, okay? Or this could be on the daily and this could be on the 4 hour, same thing, okay? If you go through your charts, I promise you'll see this pattern repeated over and over and over again. And obviously it's not going to be this same pattern every time, okay? It could just be price breaks out, comes down, forms a retest and continues, okay? But even if that happens on the lower time frames, okay, you'll see a pattern resembling this more often than not, okay? And that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to identify these patterns. Obviously, if you know, if we're bearish, it's going to be the exact same, but to the other side, okay? The other setup I'm going to be looking at is using the same pattern realistically, okay? But all we're doing in this setup is identifying that this range, okay, is big enough to take a trade in, okay? And what that means is that if we form a bullish candle here, or a bearish candle if we're in a downtrend, if we form a bullish candle here, okay, that means we formed support, okay, on that retest. And if price breaks above here, there's a good chance you're going to fill this range back up to at least this high, okay? So on a higher time frame, all that's going to look like is, let me just move over. All that's going to look like is price pushing, okay, we create a high. You got to think of a wick as simply just a higher high, okay, or a higher low. Because you have on the lower time frames, this is going to be a new high, okay? Then price pushes again. So let's say you miss this move, absolutely fine. Okay, what do? You just wait for a retracement. Okay, price is obviously going to come down at some point. Price comes down, comes down. It's going to look something like this. And then right around here, we form a bullish candle. Okay. So we form a bullish candle. What does that mean? It means that we've created support right here. Okay. And then this range, if this range is big enough and there's clean candles, okay, there's a good chance price is going to push up. If it breaks these highs, it's going to push up to fill this range. Okay. It's the exact same pattern. It's just a different sort of understanding of it. Okay. So that's all I'm going to be looking at. I'll explain everything as I go. All right. So we're running parallel desktop over here. I'm still on the demo version of Soft Forex because I haven't bought the full one yet. But I will. It's just wanted to try it out first. Okay. So, let's go. I did July yesterday. So maybe September 2022. Okay. We're on GJ over here. Starting balance 100,000 GMT time. Yeah. Anything else? The spreads, I may keep the spreads a bit lower because in this they're freaking really high. They're like 3 pip spreads. That's just annoying. Let's just keep it. Okay, good to go. So we're gonna be using the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the hourly, 4 hour, and one day. Okay. But yeah, I'll talk through everything as I go. It's pretty simple though. So with this strategy, I'm more trying to have to get pips. Okay, so I'm not too concerned about risk to reward. I'm more concerned about how many pips I get because I keep my lot size the same. Okay, so you know I risk 1 to 2% depending on how big my stop loss is, how many pips that is, and yeah. So not too concerned with the risk to reward. Obviously, it's a factor, but we're not gonna, take trades based on risk to reward. Okay. So good to go. Okay, you'll just have to bear with me because I need to obviously change like um the templates, so it's not like this gross black thing. Almost there. Also, if you guys want to see me actually trade, I'm live every day, almost every day, for London session. Okay, so let's have a look here. So we can see here the daily. How's the daily looking? Daily, although the previous daily closed bearish, this daily, this daily could come down to fill this wick. Okay, but because we have support here and we're respecting this support on the previous daily, price could come down all the way to here. Okay, but there's a good chance we could respect these lows and then flip bullish. Okay, because if we look at the structure of the previous daily, although we closed bearish, so our bias technically should be bearish, we've respected this level of support and rejected these areas. Okay, so you can imagine on the lower time frames, prices come down and then reject it. Okay, but that doesn't mean this daily is just going to shoot up. It can still, this daily could fill this wick, okay, which is like 70 pips and continue down. But if we respect these lows and then flip bullish, that's when I think there's a good chance you're going to come up and fill this range. So let's scale down to the lower time frames. Yeah, so you can see yesterday, or not yesterday, but simulation yesterday, we pushed down and then rejected these levels. Okay. Hourly, how's the hourly looking? It looks a bit rangy at the moment, so we should just be a bit patient, but let's see. Right. So we're going to go forward one more 4 hour to get to 4 a.m. GMT, which is like 12:30 EST. So pretty much an hour before pre-London sort of volume kicks in. So around 5:30 is when we're going to start looking at potential trades. Okay. So just go forward a bit. Okay, 5:30. So another part of this strategy is looking to the left and trying to identify ranges or areas in the market where price moves well. Okay, so if we break levels, there's a good chance you're going to continue bearish. So let's have a look. Obviously, we have a level of support right here. But if we look to the left, there's just a bit, there's a lot of, you got resistance right here, you got support right here. Even though this area is clean, I just want to see what price does here. It's a bit messy, isn't it? So we have a 15-minute closure below here, okay? And there's a good chance you're going to fill this wick to the downside, okay? If we look at the 30, how does a 30 look? Hold on, let me just get this. 30. Why isn't that updating? So we can see the 30 is pushing below. We close below that initial level of support on this 30, then we fill this wick. Okay, so there's a good chance you're gonna repeat that on this one right here. Hourly. The hourly has created a top wick. 4 hour, daily. So if this next 15 comes up and creates a top wick and then flips, we could come down and fill this wick, okay? Which is 6 pips, okay? So probably you would just go break even here, okay? Because there's a good chance you're going to reject this level because we rejected that level before. But if price comes back into this level, creates a retest, because we've closed below here, and we can see that in the past prices move well in this area, there's a good chance you're going to at least fill this wick, okay? And that's why you would go break even there, because prices rejected before, okay? But if this just shoots down, you know, that's just, you miss out, okay? Because, you know, how I trade is based on probability, and the probability of price, if it just shoots down and then rejecting this level is high. But if it creates a top wick and then shoots down, there's a good chance you're gonna keep pushing down. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So you can see the time up here. So this is real time. Yeah. Right. So we just pushed down. And I mean, if you were very aggressive, I guess you could have entered at the close of this candle, put your stop loss somewhere here or above here, and anticipated price to fill this range. But yeah, like I said, if we don't create a top wick, it's very hard to sort of gauge if price is going to continue or just reject. But that's the thing, we didn't miss out. Okay, we followed the plan. Obviously, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, look at that rejection there. So that's what you got to go break even here because price has rejected this level before. Yeah, so we're not going to take a trade here. So let's just go to the next bar. Holy crap. Could have had a trade there, not going to lie. You would have got 13 pip move. You would have taken some profit off at these levels down here. Could have been a trade, but like I said, it just didn't quite follow the plan. Right, so we've closed back in range here. Holy crap. Right, so we've bit of a fake out there. If we look at the hourly rejected this level, 4 hour, pushing bullish now, daily. All right. Okay, so like I said at the start, there's a good chance you're going to push down, and because prices respected these levels before, it could fill this range but then reject and flip bullish. Okay, so if we look on the lower time frames, there's not an area maybe above here we can potentially look at buys to fill this range to the top, but we need a closure above there. Oh, and we've just filled the range. Okay, that's fine. Maybe above here. Let's have a look at what's above here. Oh, okay. So above here, we have 6 pips. That could be a break-even level, and then another sort of 8-9 pips to the top here. Okay, so if we can close above here, we can see the daily is flipping. 4 hour is breaking previous highs. Out of this level, we respected resistance right here. 30 minute, 15 minute. Okay, this doesn't look bad. Let's see if we can get a closure above this level. Oh. Pretty messy. Not gonna lie. Pretty freaking messy. Right. Okay. This doesn't look bad. Similar to the trade we looked at before where we closed below and we got a wick to fill. But if we look at this level, what are we running into? We can see here, if we take this trade, there is resistance in 3 pips, okay, which we could reject that. Okay, even though prices moved well here, you got resistance, support, resistance, resistance. You can see this is a level where prices rejected or respected before. Okay, so yeah, even though we closed below support here, this is not my trade. Oh, okay. How does this look? Yeah, so we're still on that. Yeah, there's nothing here. Yeah, I think the problem we're seeing is we're just in a bit of a range, to be honest. If we look at the 4-hour, yeah, we're just in a bit of a range. So I'm just gonna skip forward a bit. How big is this area to the left? Could we look at a wick fill here? So we do have a little bit of a wick fill potential here. 6 pips to the bottom. You can see when prices come down here, it's at least come down to these lows most of the time. Even here, price pushed, but it came down to these lows. So I think there's a decent chance we can push to come down and retest these lows. We can use this wick fill as a target. This wick fill is 10 pips, because you got to think about it on the lower time frames. Say maybe the 5-minute prices come down, created a lower low, come back, lower high. If we continue, there's a good chance you can retest those lows. Okay, so let's see. 10:45 GMT is pre-London, pre-New York, pardon me. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Oh, we can create a top wick here. Yeah, so similar to what happened earlier over here, we're just filling this range without creating a top wick. So yeah, that range is pretty much filled. Holy crap. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so 30-minute has closed here. Closed with no bottom wick, which means that there's a good chance of rejection. Okay. And that's just a pattern, you know. With no bottom wick, there's a good chance price there's no range to fill. Okay, whereas if we have a wick, there's a range to fill. Here, don't know quite what's gonna happen. Is there this an area where we can, yeah, so we have resist support right here again. So this day is just a bit, doesn't really look like a trading day if I'm honest. Yeah, so it's just a bit late now. Pretty much trading day is over because it's past NYSE now. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go to the next day. But if we look at the daily, yeah, push down and then rejected. Okay, so if we flip now, there's a good chance I think we can fill back up to these highs. So let's change this to the 4-hour to go to the next day. There you go. Okay, this looks quite good. So now on the daily, we can see yesterday closed bullish, respecting these levels yet again and rejecting these levels. Okay. So if we start pushing above these highs, I think there's a very good chance we can come up and fill this range, which is 60 pips. 4 hour is pushing bullish, breaking above highs, respecting these levels. 1 hour, this looks quite good. This does look quite good. Okay, so 30-minute, again, we're pushing bullish. 15-minute. Right, so let's have a look how these levels are to the left. If there's anything. Ooh, okay. Right. So if we can break and close above here, we have at least 6-7 pips to this area where we can probably go break even, and then we have a big range to fill to the top, which if we mark right there, 162. Okay, so let's see if we can get a closure above here. Let's change this to the 15-minute. So there's that pattern. You can sort of see it. If you imagine this on the lower time frames, you'll see price pushed, created a high, came back, sort of consolidated for a bit, then pushed all the way down, and now it's continuing bullish. Okay, so let's see if we can get a closure above here. It's still quite early. It's only 4:30. This does look very good, doesn't it? It does look very good. Even though it's a bit early, it's still before pre-London. I think if we can come down, create a bottom wick or retest, and then flip, there's a very good chance we can push bullish. Because if we look on the daily here, yeah, so daily's breaking highs, 4 hour breaking highs. We've created bottom wicks. It does look very good here. Okay, so let's see if we can create a retest here. Hopefully we can create a nice bottom wick. I sort of want to see price come back all the way down here. Or potentially close bearish, but close above this level. Then we can take buys on the break of the high. But this is a very nice bottom wick. If we can just respect these levels. So if we flip now, I'd take a buy. Probably have buy stops right now. Let's just slow this down so we don't miss it. Oh. I think it's just going to shoot up any second now. Oh. Damn it. Right. So we're going to have a pretty shit entry because I would have had buy stops at the break of this high, but for some reason the buy stops are just glitching out a bit on this. Right. So we're going to have a buy. We're just going to enter here. Go 5 lot. Spread 2.8 pip spread. That's what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, let's just go buy. Oh, that is ridiculous. God. I wanted to use these levels as break even, but now I just maybe around these levels we can look at going break even. And that is, how big is that? Oh, that entry. What is that entry? That is ridiculous. So we already miss out on like 4 pips, which is pretty freaking annoying. But okay, let's just stops. Everything looks really good here, to be fair. If we look at the 30 has flipped, breaking the previous highs. 1 hour. Yeah, it looks very good here. Okay, so talked about close above here, created a retest. Now we're flipping. It's a shame about that entry, but let's put our stop loss. Stop loss, we're going to use the previous 30 low, so 11.5 pips. Okay. And obviously TP will be somewhere up here. We may leave some runners. Oh no, that's break even, isn't it? Probably going to take some profit off here, if I'm honest. Okay. So let's see what happens in terms of how we'll manage this. If this 15 closes, there's not much room for management, to be honest. But if we close and it doesn't look like we're rejecting, we'll just close it. Okay. So let's see. Oh, that entry. That's moving nicely. This is a good thing about simulation. Like, if this comes down and puts me in drawdown, like, you actually get the feeling of being in drawdown. Okay, so we had a 15 closure. Still good, bullish. Yeah, there's no reason to close this. If we can start breaking these hard, yeah, there we go. So again, here we'll go break even, probably close 50%. Because it's quite a clean level, I think there's a good chance we can continue bullish. So still not even pre-London yet. Bit more. Right, let's just have a look here. How many pips are we up? 11. Yeah, okay, we'll go break even here. Stops were 11 pips. We're pretty much at a 1-to-1. If we look to the left, yeah, there's no real reason to close. There's a good chance you're going to at least push to here, which we identified that level. So this is where you just have to say, you know, there's no reason, logical reason to close. So you just got to have a bit of patience here, a bit of balls of steel. But let's see. Risk-free trade. So okay. Right. So we got an hourly closure in a bit. Okay, so hourly closure in a bit. The next hourly is most likely going to come down and create a bottom wick. Okay, and that could stop us out. So I'm going to close 80% right here. Okay, this is the level we saw there was rejections before. So we still have 12 pips to fill. Okay, but yeah. Going to close 80% there. We've got the hourly closing. So if the hourly closes and then comes down and creates a bottom wick. So 80% close right there. Plus small win. Okay, that's unfortunate that about that entry, but still very happy with that. Okay. We'll close full probably all the way up here. Let's just go to the next bar. Oof. And probably would have closed full. I don't know. Let's just let this run, see what happens. Right. Okay. That's a bit annoying, but in live market, I mean, if price pushed up here, maybe would have closed full. Who knows? Okay, but that's a decent win. How much was that? 13 pips. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. 320 bucks. Not bad. Okay. Right. Okay, so if you look at the 30, yeah, pretty textbook close. Just closure above, bottom wick, flip, bullish. Okay, simple as that. Talked about the daily breaking these highs and then continuing to fill this range. So obviously it's still early in the day. It's still pre-London. So there's still a good chance this daily could push up and fill all the way back here. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Just a bit messy here. Ooh, that's not bad. So 30-minute closure up here. Let's just look at the lower time frames. If this is an area where we can look for buys, get rid of that. Nope. Get rid of that one. Why is it doing that? Oh well. So I think, can we have buys above here as well? Right. Okay. So if we break and close above this level up here, we have 10 pips to the nearest level. Okay. And another, that's just my dog, sorry. We have another big range to fill. Okay. So we have a break even or partial take profit level around here if we can close above this level. Not this level, the next one. Um, 9:15. What time is that? Oh, it's still very early. This is sort of the break between London and New York. Ooh, okay. This was the level we were looking at, right? So we do have quite a nice wick fill here. 10 pip wick, 6 pips to break even, and a big range to the top. 30-minute, pushing bullish, hourly, very nice hourly price action. Nice bottom wick, good chance you're going to push bullish here. 4 hour. Oh, this daily looks quite nice, doesn't it? Right, okay. So what I'm thinking here, if this next 15 can come down and create a bottom wick, then flip bullish, we can fill this range. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about is it's 9:45, which means that we have one 15-minute candle until the hourly closes. Okay, so if this next 15, if we enter the trade and the 15 doesn't push, we have to reassess instantly if the hourly is in our direction or not. Okay, but it is a very nice wick fill, that's for sure. Let's have a look again. Yeah. So there's a very good chance I think we can fill this range. You can see here, price closed here. What do we do next? Fill the range. Price closed here. What do we do? Fill the range. Okay. Rejected, rejected. Yeah, I do like this. Okay, so let's see if we can create a bottom wick. And then flip bullish to go from there. Slow this down a bit. It's pre-New York right now. Ooh. It's still very early in this in the 15-minute. 21 seconds in. So if we take a buy now, Yeah, I wouldn't take this in real life, you know? 21 seconds into the candle, the first minute is usually just like a free for all. So let's see if we can slow down a bit, come back down, and then flip. Okay, this is good. So if we can flip now, I'm going to have a buy order. This is a very nice retest. Hopefully we can get a bit of a better entry here. I'm just going to go down a bit. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. What is with these spreads, man? 2.6 pip spread. So our entry is only going to be like here. Which is freaking retarded. How can you have a 2.6 pip spread? Okay. So I'm going to have a buy here. This spread is just going to freaking ruin us, isn't it? Oh my goodness, dude. How can you trade with a 2.6 pip spread? So technically we're going to have to go break even right here. Which is 2.5 pips. Look, in real life, if I got a spread like this, I would just exit. Just be like, it's not worth it, you know? But let's just see what happens here. We'll put a stop loss. Stop loss is going to be... Where's the stop loss going to be? If we look at the 30... I'm happy to put my stop at the low of the current 15-minute candle. Because we created a very nice retest. Okay, so that'll be a 8.5 pip spread. Okay. And we'll go break even maybe a bit above here. Just give it a tiny bit of room. Because we have quite a short stop. Yeah, there's no rush to get to break even. We'll take some profit off at the break at this high. Okay. Let's see. And remember, we have an hourly closing in a second. Or in 10 minutes. So if this hourly closes bearish or doesn't close the way we want it to, we'll have to manage risk. So 5 minutes in, we're struggling a bit. Hmm. 30-minute. Yeah, if this closes as a rejection, we'll have to close it and manage risk. Eight minutes left. Yeah, this is why I don't like taking when the hourly is about to close or the 4 hours about to close, because you got to think the hourly is most likely going to create a top wick. We are struggling a bit. If we start breaking above here, I'm going to go break even. And we'll see how the hourly closes. But we got to keep in mind the hourly has to create a bottom wick. Okay. Cool. Oh, that entry. Because if we entered here, easy break even. Yeah, that's super annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna go break even here because we got a bad entry and the hourly is about to close. If it goes, it goes, but I don't want to be caught up in this. Ooh, that's nice. Huh. So we got 9 pips. And we got to think about this logically. The hourly is about to close, okay? And the chances of the hourly not creating a top wick is quite low. So this is most likely going to come down a bit. So I may close 50% right here. Because I think as the hourly closes, there's a good chance we're going to come back and retest these lows. There's the range. We'll keep this. We may as well keep it. So let's just go to the next bar. Go ahead of it. That's a nice hourly close. Not gonna lie. Pretty nice hourly close. Let's just look how this hourly is looking. So technically, you could look at taking trades here on the hourly because let me just fix this again. If you look at this, hourly's closed here, you could fill this range back up to the top. But we're already in a trade, so I mean, but if this comes down, creates a bottom wick, and then flips, how does this look to the left? Yeah, wow. Okay. A bit glitchy, this thing. Okay, so yeah, if this comes down and creates a bottom wick and we get stopped out and then flips back to bullish, we could re-enter here, okay? But let's see what happens. $10 is still pre-NY. So this hourly is most likely going to come down. Or not. Maybe we just close full here. Not gonna lie. How many pips is that? I may close another 50% right here. 20 pips, 18 pips. Yeah, I'm gonna close another 50% right here. Just because the hourly hasn't created a bottom wick, okay? Or it has, but it's what, 2 pips? So I think there's a good decent chance we're gonna reject and then I'm just gonna close 50%. Okay. So right, that's good. Okay. Let's just go next bar. Yeah, right. Okay, that's right. So I think really we should have gone like 10 lot because we have 100K. fine. Same thing. Okay, we're focusing on pips here and trades, not money. But yeah, if we look at that trade, how much did we get? 50% at 9 pips, 50% at 18 pips. Okay, so that's quite nice. You know, if we were using 10 lot, which we probably should for a 100K account, we'd be, you know, up 2%, 1.5 at least, which is good. Okay, so let's see where we're at. It's still very early in the day. I've only traded 2 days. Everything's crazy. Okay, 30-minute. Right. Okay. So let's just see what happens here. We could form support and then continue bullish. Ooh. Okay. This isn't bad. So what I'm thinking about here is price closed bullish, the hourly. Then we closed bearish, but we respected the previous levels. So if, I may just wait for the 15 to come back and close above here, not gonna lie. Good rejection. Right. Okay. So I believe that's pretty much the day done. Yeah. I just wasn't too keen on sells considering how this daily was. Holy shit! Look at that rejection. Okay, so let's just go to the next day. Good trades, 2 good trades. Probably take 1 more, 2 more. It's taking a bit longer than I thought, but very good practice. Okay, just get rid of all these lines. Why isn't this working? Charts, objects. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, screw it. Let's just keep going. Okay. So, wow. Oh, so this is a Monday open. Okay. So if we look at the daily, this must be on the Friday. Okay. So daily, it's a bit of a tough close here, isn't it? Hourly. Ish. This is not very nice price action. Let's just go forward a bit. Okay. So here's 5:30. Okay, so pre-London. You look at the 30 minutes. Okay, so below this level, let's see if there's an area where we can look for sells. Wow. Oof. Really? Could have looked for sells here, not gonna lie. But let's see if this area is something we can look at. Could just be clean areas down here. Oh, I hate it when it's so far away. Right, we may just have sells here. Close below there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. We'll look on the higher time frames. We have closed with no bottom wick, so we will need a pushback. Oh, okay, here. So potentially we can come down back to these levels, which is 7 pips. So what I'm thinking here is, because this is closed with no bottom wick, I'm going to probably just wait for price to come back and then create resistance. And we can take the sells back down to these levels. How's the 4-hour? Daily looks quite good. Broken the previous lows. 4-hour. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Right. Okay, so now we're just pushing. These charts, man. Where can we look for potential buying opportunities? So this whole area is just a bit gross. But if we can break this level right here, we have 16 pips to work with. Okay, so let's see if we can get a closure here. We're moving into, oh, okay, very nice retest here. That is what I like to see. So this is a 15-minute closure. Let me just sync this. If we win this, I'm done. That's enough. That is very nice price action. Okay, so the hourly has opened, come all the way down, created a very nice bottom wick. Now we've broken and closed above this level. If you look at the 4-hour, 4-hour pushed bullish. Yes, I do like this. I do like this quite a lot. Okay, so let's see. What we can do here is, because this previous 15 has created a very nice bottom wick, if price breaks this high, even if it doesn't create a bottom wick, I'll still enter and just put stops below here. Okay. And we would have to go break even around here. Okay, but that's 16 pips, so we could even take some profit there. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Maybe speed it up a tiny bit. Obviously, it'd still be better if we create a bottom wick, but because we've had a very nice retest here, I'm not too concerned about. Oh, okay. So we're a minute in. Yeah, I'm going to take a buy here. I think there's a decent chance we could still come down, but if we have our stops below here, it's worth risking, because price could just push up from here. Okay, we've had a retest. Price could just shoot up through here. Okay, but there's still a good chance we could create a bottom wick. But if we have our stops below here, if price breaks these lows, it's likely not going to continue bullish. Okay, because we can see we already had sort of liquidity grab / retest. Okay, so let's enter here. We'll have a gross entry again because we have a 3 pip spread, which is freaking ridiculous. We'll go break even here. Oh, I've reached the max trades for demo version. Taking 2 trades, what do you mean? Oh, because I closed so many partials. Can I still see? I can't even see how this would have worked. Okay, let's just go on TradingView and see what would have happened here. Monday, the 5th of September. We did 3 trading trades just then. That is GJ. 5th of September. Um, well, that looks good. um, let's find where this thing is. How does it look? 161.447. So we have this little. Is it here? Um, 8:16 GMT time is 4:15 AM EST. Oh, this is it here. Is it? 161.447. 447. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Yeah, this is it here. 4 AM. Yeah, there's that gap as well. Okay. Is this our closure here? Let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, this is the, so there's that candle. This is our entry candle right here. You can see we break the lows there, break the lows there. So was this our entry? Entry was at 161.470 pretty much. 470 around here. Stops was below here. Okay. I may have closed half here, not gonna lie, because we closed back in range. Okay, so because we entered on the 15-minute and then the 15-minute closed back in range, we probably would have closed half here. Okay. But yeah, you can see, or maybe we would have got break even, because that was our break even level, wasn't it? No, we would have survived. Okay. So would have at least got, you know, something out of it. Maybe taken some profit off here, but would have been another win. Okay. So yeah, simple as that. If we look at the higher time frames, it's just 4-hour closing bullish, next 4-hour coming down to create a bottom wick and then flipping. So well, that was a good session. Just beware, you know, this was a good session. I'm not, you know, I still take losses, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't make these videos, because this is more for me almost to practice. So don't go out thinking I like don't lose. I lose, that's for sure. We just had a good session, okay? And we only took 3 trades, so, or 2 basically. So yeah, hopefully I can make some more of these videos. I'll buy the full version. Then we can go some more backtesting / simulations. Yeah, join the live stream, subscribe, comment any questions if you guys have any. That was a good session, you know, good thinking about price action. Yeah. One more announcement. If you guys notice this shirt that I'm wearing, wait, let me just get this. Just a second. This shirt, see, it's got a little cool like candlestick pattern on it. This is something I'm launching very soon, probably around late July. So yeah, follow Trader Threads on Instagram and you can be one of the first to get into it. But good session. I'll see you guys soon.